a really good team. I mean, I just still remember last year had probably one of the better teams that I've ever had, and they took us right down to the wire and really didn't lose many kids off that group. They've got some size inside. They're physical. They're super athletic out front. They're going to give us everything we want and probably a little bit more tonight. They're a really good team that we're going to have to play probably to the top of our ceiling tonight to have a chance to win. And hopefully we can do that and we can make some shots. And if we can do that, we'll give ourselves a chance. But we're going to have to really handle the basketball because their pressure can get to teams. And if they get out in transition, they're really dangerous.
I was just about to ask you, for you defensively, what's it going to take to stop this team?
We got to keep them out of transition. And then we got to contest shots and rebound. If we contest shots and we can rebound and not give second, third opportunities, we're going to give ourselves a chance. If they get 4 or 5 opportunities, 4 or 5 extra opportunities per quarter, half, somewhere in there, it's going to make it really hard on us. So rebound the basketball is going to be key for us tonight.
You went down 11-0 to start the game last Tuesday. How important is it to start here tonight?
Well, I think it's pretty easy to tell that we need to not do that again. So digging yourselves in an 11-0 hole isn't really a great recipe for success. So hopefully we come out with a little more energy early on, and we can I think it's going to be a real high intense game. Most of these kids know each other. They hang out with each other a little bit. And so there's going to be a lot of energy early in this game. So hopefully both teams come out early and compete. And then it's going to kind of be who settles into the game and who can handle the energy and not go overboard and stay within their game plan. So hopefully we can do that and we give ourselves an opportunity to win.
What's going to be the top thing for you guys to get that win tonight?
We got to take care of the ball, we got to defend, and we got to rebound. We do those 3 things, we'll have an opportunity.
Coach, appreciate the time as always. Good luck tonight.
Thanks for covering us. We appreciate it. We're waiting for DT to get back, though.
DT will be back on Thursday. Coach Brian White of the Sully Buttes Chargers as we continue the Bank West Night, a pregame show after these 2-minute break on Country 95.3 and PureCountry.com. As we welcome you back here to Oneida as we get set for Sully Buttes Chargers, the Stanley County Buffaloes. As we go through the starting lineups, first we will start with the Stanley County Buffaloes. It'll be number 1, Lathan Prince. He wears number 1 on the road and number 23 at home, but he's got the number 1 tonight. Number 2, Cormac Duffy. Prince is a 6'1" junior guard. Cormac Duffy, the 6'1" junior guard. Number 12, Dason Titsey, the 5'11" junior guard. Number 21, Strand Scott, the 6'5" junior forward. And number 22, Nathan Cook, the 6'3" senior center. One of just 3 seniors on this team for the Sully Buttes Chargers. Ray Fuentes, number 3, 6'3", senior Ford. Number 10, Caleb Sheequin, the 6'1", senior guard. Number 20, Dwight Kinney, the 6'3", junior Ford. Number 23, Garrett Peterson, he had the game winner last Tuesday, the 6-foot senior guard. And number 33, Jesse Shaw, the 6'2", junior Ford. As the Chargers and Buffaloes get set for battle here this evening as they are recognizing seniors. We'll step aside for a minute here in the Bankwest Oneida pregame show. We'll come back. We'll have the Kodak tip-off for you. Listening to Sully Buttes Chargers basketball on Country 95.3 and PureCountry.com. As we welcome you back here to Oneida as we get set for the Chargers and Buffaloes as we again go through those starting lineups for you. As for the Stanley County Buffaloes, Lathan Prince, the 6'1" junior guard. Number 2, Cormac Duffy, the 6'1" junior guard. Number 12, Dason Titsey, the 5'11" junior guard. Number 21, Strand Scott, the 6'5" junior forward. And number 22, Nathan Cook, the 6'3" senior guard, one of 3 seniors for the Stanley County Buffaloes here this year. For the Sully Buttes Chargers, one of 3 seniors in the starting lineup. Number 3, Ray Fuentes, a 6'3" senior forward. Number 10, Caleb Sheequin, he's also a senior, 6'1" senior guard. Number 20, Dwight Kinney, the 6'3" junior forward. Number 23, Garrett Peterson, the 6-foot senior guard. And number 33, Jesse Shaw, the 6-foot sophomore forward. So it is Prince, Duffy, Titsey, Scott, and Cook for the Buffaloes. And it'll be Winches, Sheequin, Kenny, Peterson, and Shaw for the Sully Buttes Chargers. Chargers from left to right on your dial. The Buffaloes from right to left as 8 minutes are on the clock. We're just about set here for basketball this evening. Glad you could join us here on Country 95.3, PureCountry.com. John Winkler here. One more Sully Buttes basketball for DT will retake the reins back again later on this week and into this weekend. It will be Jesse Shaw going against Nathan Cook for the opening tip. Here in the Kodak tip-off. As the Kodak tip-off, a little bit of hesitation from both for the referee, and in the Kodak tip-off is won by the Stanley County Buffaloes. We're underway here tonight. Cormac Duffy at the top of the key, throws left side for Prince. To the free throw line, Scott will turn back and give for Duffy. On the right side, he'll be caught by Titsey. He'll look inside, and he turns the ball over as the pass was tipped. Actually, it'll be grabbed back by Scott, and he then lost the ball. So it will end up being a turnover by the Buffaloes. As here come the other way as Caleb Sheequin has it for the Chargers. Over the left side, in the corner, Peterson drives in, kicks it right. Winches now driving in, Sheequin again with the left hand, floats it in. And the Sully Buttes Chargers open up the scoring. and they'll come out with the press after the made basket. Duffy with to the top to their left side for Prince. Floats it across midcourt, and it's grabbed by Titsy. Here's Dason Titsy for the Buffaloes. Down 2-0, 7:10 to play in the first quarter. Duffy looks on the right side. He'll start to drive to the baseline. Hands back for Scott. Long pass for Prince. Now he'll try and throw it inside for the Cook, and that one's going to be deflected and stolen away again. And it's back-to-back steals here for the Chargers. Peterson in the right corner. Pearson will drive and kick it back out as it's that Shequin. Right side for three. That's good. Garrett Peterson. And the Chargers lead 5-0 to open up play. 6:40 to play in the first quarter. Duffy on the left side for Prince. As Prince will back away from Garrett Peterson. Duffy drives in inside the arc, or inside the paints, and he tried to get the pass away. No, they're going to say it was a shot. Duffy was trying to pass the ball, but a foul is called, and it will be a shooting foul, as it's going to be called on Rafe Winches. And 2 free throws are upcoming. Duffy was trying to pass the ball underneath to Scott, but he will get rewarded with free throws, and he makes them. So the Buffaloes are on the board, 5-1. Charger lead with 6:30 to play here in the first quarter. Second one from Cormac Duffy. That one will go off the left side, and the rebound's grabbed by the Chargers and Rafe Winches. Winches will get the pass back. Now looking down low, Shaw. This pass will go into the crowd as cutting towards the right wing was Shequin, but Shaw threw it behind him. That's the first Charger turnover. And right, real quick, now the Buffaloes can pull within a possession with a made field goal. Duffy on the left wing. They'll look, throw it across, skip pass for Prince. He'll drive free throw line. Off balance shot's too strong. Rebound's going to be grabbed by Cook. Takes one hard dribble. His left-handed shot is missed. And then a foul is going to be called on Scott, I believe. No, it'll be a call on the Sully Buttes Chargers. And the Chargers have picked up their second foul. He initially pointed that it was going to be Charger basketball, but instead it will be Buffalo basketball as the foul is called on Shequin. Inside pass for Scott. Easy bucket for Nathan Cook. His first points of the night. And it's now 5-3 in favor of the Chargers. Winches. Right side will be Shaw across midcourt. He'll give back for Shequin. Spin move around for Caleb Shequin. He'll throw it into the corner. Reaching high for was Dwight Kenny. Now driving in. Peterson over right side. Shequin the left hand. That three is up and it rolls in and out. The rebound's grabbed for Nathan Cook. Cook will lead the breakouts, and then he is going to be fouled at the 3-point line. And Shequin tried to cut him off and gets called for a foul. That's his second, and he's going to come out of the game. One of our first sub, and Landon Hepker, the 6'1 sophomore, is in for the first time for the Chargers. 5-3 lead, though, for Sully Buttes with 5:33 to play here in the first quarter. Duffy will inbound, and he gives in for Prince. Thought about a long three. He'll take the long three after a step back, and that shot is missed. And a rebound's grabbed by Hepker. He fell to the floor, and either could have called a foul, could have called a travel. No, nothing was called, and Hepker gets the rebound, and the Chargers have possession. Right side, Peterson. Excuse me, that's Kenny driving all the way in. Pump faked the three, nobody around him. Decides to drive all the way to the basket. Nobody picked him up as he drove the basket. It's now 7-3. Over on the right side, as Prince throws left side for Duffy on the pump fake, drives to the baseline. He gets caught in the corner, but will be able to give over for Dave Titsy. His pass back for Duffy. Duffy will throw right side. Prince will catch. He'll pull up for three again. That one rolls in and out. And then the rebound's grabbed by Winches. 7-3 lead, pass deflected. Shaldo will catch in the corner. Back to the top for Kenny. Right side, Peterson. Right back for Kenny. That pass, I believe, was tipped. And so they'll get possession again. 20 to go on the shot clock. Peterson the right side. He'll try and drive inside the zone. Left side over. A three is up, and that one's well short from Hepker. And the rebound's going to be grabbed by Cook. Gives for Prince on the left side. Prince will hesitate. He'll drive in. Throws it off balance. The contact and no foul call. And the rebound's grabbed by Shaw. And a good defense there from Rafe Winches. Still 7-3 lead for the Chargers. 4:10 to play here in the first quarter. That pass deflected and stolen away. Duffy, he'll lead the breakout, going coast to coast. That shot was partially tipped. Rebound by Hepker, taken away by Cook, and off the glass and in for Nathan Cook. And Cook's got 4 of the 5 for the Buffaloes, who trail 7-5. Hepker Left side across the press. Chargers have had no problem against this press so far. Kenny hands back off Hepker. He'll throw it left side for Peterson. He'll look inside, now throw it all the way in the corner. A catch and a three from Kenny is off the mark, but a rebound is grabbed by Winches, and his putback is too strong. And it will be grabbed now by Scott. And up the left side for Prince. A couple of subs coming in for both teams in the next whistle. 3:20 to go in the first quarter. Titsy on the right side. And a 3-second violation is called on the Buffaloes, and I think Strand Scott is the guilty party. He kind of nodded his head, and I think Coach Max Vogt saying, hey, you're a little tired. Couldn't get out of the key in time. So we have a couple subs coming in. Evan Nordstrom, he's in for the first time. As we'll also see Tane Bowman check in. Winchester to the right side as Jordan Shaw is in for the Chargers. That pass deflected and goes out of play. Marshall Whitler, the 5'9 sophomore, is also in for the first time for the Chargers. 3:12 to play here in the first quarter. 7-5 lead for Sully Buttes. Whitler will catch in the backcourt, work it across the timeline. Now Peterson. Again, the 2-3 zone here for Stanley County. Whitler back for Peterson. Peterson will try and drive through two defenders. Gets caught up in the key. The pass deflected by Prince and stolen away. That's already the Chargers' fourth turnover. Prince goes coast to coast. Off balance shot. That one will find its way through. And a timeout's going to be taken by Coach Brian White. And Coach White is not happy with his Sully Buttes team right now. 7-7 is our score. 2:48 to play in the first quarter. Back in 30 seconds. You're listening to Sully Buttes Charger basketball on today's on Country 95.3, PureCountry.com. Coach Brian White took that timeout, not happy with his team, but it is a tie game, 7-7 with 2:45 to play here in the first quarter as the Chargers have possession. Peterson for Whitler, left side will be caught by Jordan Shaw. Inside for Winches, high off the glass and in. And the big man, Rafe Winches, puts it in to give the Chargers the lead back, 9-7, 2:30 to play here in the first quarter. Here's Cormac Duffy with it across midcourt. Peterson hounds him, right side Prince. Trying to drive on Whitler, throws left side, will be grabbed by Nordstrom. Nordstrom throws across. Long three from Prince is off the mark. Rebound will be grabbed by the Chargers and Dwight Kenny. Peterson across midcourt. Jordan Shaw now for Marshall Whitler on the left side. In the corner. They get back to the top of the key. Peterson right side for Shaw. Jordan Shaw's pass is going to be intercepted by Prince. And the Chargers have turned it over 5 times here in the first quarter. But again, they lead 9-7, 1:50 to play here in the first quarter. High pass nearly deflected by Pearson. Prince was open for a three, took another one and missed it. And the rebound's grabbed by Jordan Shaw. Shaw, his pass deflected, goes right back to him, though, from Nordstrom. And then it's Peterson. Lobs it over for Marshall Whitler. His pass underneath the basket. Grabbed by Kenny. Too far underneath the basket, so he'll get it back out to the baseline. And now it's Whitler to the top of the key for Peterson. He'll drive, step inside the three-point line. Back out for Marshall Whitler for a three. That's good for Marshall Whitler. The 5'9 sophomore connects on his first shot, and the Chargers are back up by 5, 12-7 with 1:10 to play here in the first quarter. Lathan Prince across the timeline. They'll throw right side Duffy to the corner now. Cook trying to get a pass underneath, and that's going to go off of a Tane Bowman last. It'll be another turnover by the Chargers. It was deflected, I believe, by Jordan Shaw, and then went off of Bowman. And now the Chargers will take over. Jesse Shaw is back in. We'll also see Hepker back into the game. So it's Whitler who has the ball. Winches in the backcourt with them, along with Hepker. That pass for Hepker. And they'll get it across the timeline just in time. Peterson's in the corner, open for three. That one's missed. Rebound, though, is tipped and will land right in the pocket of Jesse Shaw. Whitler, he's open. He'll take another three from the top of the key, and that's also good. And Marshall Whitler has got back-to-back threes. 15-7. Chargers have opened up an 8-point lead with 30 seconds to play in the first quarter. Going to leave them all that kind of space. Marshall Whitler's going to knock it down. Lathan Prince into the corner on the left side for Nordstrom. Back for Prince. Now Cormac Duffy. He'll drive in, kicks it right side. Pull up three for Titsy, and that is good. And Jason Titsy is on the scoreboard. 15-10 with 12 to play in the quarter. The Chargers just get across midcourt and can get that final shot. That's a long lob pass for Jesse Shaw. Good pass there for Marshall Whitler. That pass, though, deflected, stolen away by Duffy. Half-court shot. The buzzer will wind up well short. And we have played a full quarter. And the Soybeans Chargers have a 15-10 lead over the Stanley County Buffaloes. Back in a minute with the start of the second. You're listening to Soybeans Boys Basketball on Country 95.3 and PureCountry.com. As we welcome you back here to Oneida as we get set for the start of the second quarter. The Soybeans Chargers get the first possession. They lead by 5, 15-10, as Whitler will throw right side for Hepker. Peterson in the corner for Whitler as he starts to drive. And the first foul of the game is going to be called in Stanley County 8 seconds into the second quarter. And it's going to be on Nathan Cook, his first. And the Buffaloes win an entire first quarter without picking up a foul. The Chargers only had 3 in that first quarter. Peterson with a fresh 35 will catch the inbound pass. Hepker down low. Good positioning by Jesse Shaw. Missed the shot, though. Kenny on the putback. That one rolls off the rim, and it's grabbed by Cook. And the Buffaloes get that first stop, down by 5 here to start the second quarter. Lathan Prince, defended by Marshall Whitler. On the left side, Cormac Duffy will pull up for his first shot, and that's good. A safe first shot. He's 1 for 2 from the free throw line, although I don't think he was really shooting the ball when he got to the free throw line. But it is a 3 made by Duffy, and it's 15-13. As Jesse Shaw. Whitler for 3 again. That's good. Same spot. He's hit all 3 of those threes, and the sophomore has given the Chargers the lead right back to 5, 18-13. Lathan Prince, his pass, one-handed grab by Jason Titsy. He'll give back for Prince. He'll reset the offense. Direct traffic called for Scott to give the screen. He goes the other way underneath the basket for Titsy as the Chargers lost where Jason Titsy was at, and he gets a bucket underneath the basket going up and under. And it's now 18-15. Peterson, he'll drive. Throws it over. Baseline jumper for Jesse Shaw is good. An easy 8-foot jumper for Shaw. And the lead's now 20-15. It's back to 5 again. Lathan Prince across midcourt for Titsy. He'll drive in, kicks it in the corner for Cook. Back out Prince, swinging around left side. Duffy, he'll drive baseline. He'll roll that one up, and it'll roll all the way through into the bucket. And Cormac Duffy now with 6 points. 20-17 as the teams trade baskets on both sides. 6:10 to play here in the first half. Marshall Whitler on the right side for Peterson. Peterson drive. Left side now. Hepker will catch. He'll start to drive inside the paint. He'll throw it across court. Whitler will grab. He'll drive. His pass deflected and stolen away by Lathan Prince. Prince with the right hand on the left side leaves it up and in as he busted it around to Garrett Peterson. And it's now 20-19. A 1-point lead here for the Chargers. 5:40 to play here in the first half. On the left side, that was Kenny that handed off for Hepker. Now Whitler, good pump fake. Whitler drives in, kicks it back for Hepker, who will drive baseline. Lost the ball and stolen away now by Cook. And here comes Nathan Cook 2-on-2. Cook with a long layup and didn't even use the backboard as he got too far into the basket, but Cook was able to connect with it. And the Chargers now trail by 1, 21-20. Peterson nearly traveled, but it will be given over for Kenny. Now Marshall Whitler on the right side. Hepker will catch on the left wing. He'll turn, give over for Whitler in the corner for his 4-3. That one just falls off the rim. And then we will have a foul, and it will be on the Stanley County Buffaloes, so it'll stay with the Chargers on the rebound attempt. We'll get a couple subs checking in. I believe that's going to be on Jason Titsey. Excuse me, that's going to be on Strand Scott, his first, and the second team foul. Winchester is back in. Also have Sheequin back in as he inbounds for Peterson. As Peterson drives all the way in, rolls off the right side as he was falling to his right. Winchester with the offensive board, and the putback is good. And Winchester has got 4, and the Chargers retake the lead, 22-21. 4:40 to go in the first half. Duffy, the left side for Evan Nordstrom, who's checked in. That pass deflected. It will almost got a play. Whitler had to make Duffy grab the ball, but now they have a 5-on-4, but Whitler gets back defensively. Prince at the free throw line pulls up with a jumper. That one's missed, and the rebound is going to be grabbed by Winchester. Here's Whitler to the right side for Peterson. Right back for Marshall Whitler, as Winchester will catch at the top of the key. The big man will drive, kicks it for Whitler again. Peterson drives the inside, a step inside the free throw line. That shot is missed. The rebound's tipped around, and Jason Titsey will grab, and the Buffaloes can, with the bucket, the lead. Nordstrom to the right elbow, driving in, losing the ball was Dane Bowman, and a travel is called on Bowman, and that is the 5th Buffalo turnover here in the ball game, as Nathan Cook will check right back in. Also see Thomas Ferris for the first time. 6-foot sophomore. He's in for the first time here this evening. Whitler for the Chargers. Throws for Winchester. Won't take a dribble well beyond the three-point line to give back for Marshall Whitler. Whitler crosses over. Now gives over for Sheequin. Back in the corner for Whitler. He'll drive. Sheequin goes right to the spot that Whitler was at, but he'll throw over the right side for Winchester. Now Ferris. Ferris will drive in. He is fouled as he tried to get the pass over for Whitler. And that'll be the 3rd Stanley County foul with 3:34 to play here in the first half. As we'll call it on Evan Nordstrom. So 3 fouls for the Buffaloes. There's 3 different guys. And a foul's going to be called on the Chargers. Pass. Sheequin is going to get called for it. It's going to be his 3rd. The inbound pass was coming for Sheequin. Latham Prince got over to it. And as the two got tangled up, Prince fell back. Sheequin kind of had his arms extended. And it will be a sub coming in. Sheequin will take a seat. Also have another sub in. That's going to be Jordan Shaw. And also Peterson is right back into the game. So Sheequin's going to be on the bench for the rest of the half with his 3 fouls. He's got 3 of the 4 the Charger fouls. In the corner, Titsey. He pump faked. And then he stepped out of bounds, and it'll be a turnover. What happened was the pump fake for Titsey. He got Ferris in the air, and Ferris came down to his right, and then Titsey tried to drive to that same spot and ended up stepping out of play. Looked like it could have been a foul on the Chargers, and then the Buffalo fans thought it should have been a foul as Rafe Winchester will drive all the way on the left side of the bucket and in. And Winchester got 6, and the Chargers are up by 3. Cook on the left block. He'll turn back, top of the key, the left side for Prince. His pass deflected, and then it goes off the leg of Jesse Shaw as Duffy was able to get a piece of it to keep Shaw from getting that steal. And he'll stay with the Buffaloes with 25 on the shot clock. Titsey will take his seats. Strand, Scott, Cook, Prince, Nordstrom, and Duffy are all in the game for the Buffaloes. Scott on the right block gets double teamed off the glass and in for Nathan Cook. It's a good job there by Nathan Cook. And the jump ball is called on the inbound pass, and it will be another turnover by the Chargers. Their 8th. As Marshall Whitler will check back in. He'll come in for Jordan Shaw. 2:48 to go, so it's 1-point game again. 24-23 Chargers lead. It'll be a baseline inbound underneath the right side of the basket. Duffy's wide open as he makes the catch, but he goes too strong on the 3. The rebound's grabbed by Cook, and it's in. And Nathan Cook's got 6 here in the quarter of the game, and the Buffaloes are back up by 1, 25-24. 2.5 left to go here in the first half. Fuentes will start to drive. He'll kick over left side. Ferris will drive inside the paint. His shot is deflected, but he is fouled. And the Chargers are going to the free throw line for the first time here tonight. And it's Thomas Ferris that'll be at the line for 2. Foul is committed by Cormac Duffy. It'll be his first foul as the first free throw is sucked by Ferris. Dwight Kinney will check back in. Jesse Shaw will take a seat. We are tied up 25-25 with 2:28 to go. The second free throw from Ferris is no good, and the rebound is grabbed by Cook. And with 2:24 left, the Buffaloes have a chance to retake the lead here late in the first half. Nordstrom throws right side for Prince. Lathan Prince underneath the basket, gives for Scott, trying to get the contact, gets the shot to go. And Strand Scott's got his first bucket. And the Buffaloes are up by 2, 27-25. Winches back for Ferris. Now Peterson on the right side. Jab step, and he'll drive inside the arc, or inside the paint. And his jumper is good for Garrett Peterson now with 5. It is 27 all. 1:50 to play. Prince will drive. A no-look pass underneath for Scott, and then he will be fouled, and we'll go to the free throw line. Prince had a no-look pass over the top of his head to get over to Strand Scott. And it's the 5th Sully Buttes foul, and the first one on Thomas Ferris. As the first one for free throw is good from Scott. Buffaloes are now 2 for 3 from the free throw line, and they lead by 1, 28-27. Here's a second free throw here from Scott. That one goes off the left side. It's going to be grabbed by Peterson. And the Chargers down by 1 with possession, 1:40 to play here in the first half. Whitler, right side, will be taken for Kinney. Kinney back now for Ferris. Underneath the basket, pass. That one shot was blocked, though, of Winches. Whitler gets the ball all the way back. His floater in the lane is no good. That ball is still being loose, and 2 guys hit the floor as Winches and Scott both dove for it, and it came back for the possession for the Chargers. They get a fresh 35. It's now down to 25 as Scott will get called for the fouls. He got that leg out on Dwight Kinney, and it'll be now the 5th foul. Boy, a lot of action underneath the basket, and Scott and Winches leave it all on the floor. Both got a complete vertical, or horizontal, I should say. The foul is called on Scott. That's his second. And the Chargers have again a fresh 35. That pass was nowhere close to anybody on the inbound pass. And another turnover by the Chargers. They're now to the game. As Duffy has it, Buffaloes lead by 1 with 1 minute to play here in the first half. On the right side, Duffy will start to drive in over for Titsy. It was a high pass, so Titsy didn't have a clean look of a 3. Underneath the basket, Cook will get another bucket to go. Cook has had himself a strong second quarter with 8 points. And there's a 30-27 lead for the Buffaloes. Winches takes 1 power dribble. His shot gets first block. And his second chance, that one will be grabbed by Winches again. Now Whitler on the right side. He'll be driving in for Peterson. Peterson a step inside the 3-point line is short. Rebound, though, for Peterson. Back for Whitler. Shot clock's turned off. Whitler inside the lane. His floater, that one's missed. And this rebound going to be grabbed by Cook. And now the Buffaloes can hold for the final shot and take at least a 3-point lead in the locker room at halftime. 12 to go as Prince crosses midcourt. Down to 8. Prince will get a screen from Cook. Right side, Duffy for 3. That is good for Cormac Duffy. Whitler, he'll throw over, and that will be the end of the first half. And the Buffaloes, who trailed for the majority of this first half, find themselves up by 6 here at halftime, 33-27, as we will step aside for 3 minutes, and we'll come back with the Blue Goose halftime report. You're listening to Sully Buttes basketball on Country 95.3 and PureCountry.com. As we welcome you back here to Oneida and into the Blue Goose halftime report, the Stanley County Buffaloes have a 33-27 lead after trailing by 5 in the first quarter, 15-10. They now lead by 6 here at halftime. They were led by Nathan Cook, who leads all scorers with 12 points. He had 8 of those 12 in the second quarter to fuel that comeback. Cormac Duffy also had 8 in the second quarter, as he has 9 in the game, had just 1 in that first quarter. Lathan Prince with a bucket in each of the first 2 quarters for his 4 points. Strand Scott with 3, and Jason Titsey has 5 to lead the Buffaloes, who are now 2 for 4 from the free throw line. We've had just 6 free throws in the first half, 4 coming from the Buffaloes and 2 coming from the Chargers, as both teams are shooting at 50%, with a 2 for 4 effort by the Buffaloes and a 1 for 2 effort on the free throw line by the Chargers. The Chargers are led by Marshall Whitler, who hit 2 big threes in the first quarter, hit another 3 in the second, as he's got 9 points for Sully Buttes. It'll be 5 points for Garrett Peterson. Ray Fuentes, though, has 6. A bucket for Caleb Shequin, Dwight Kinney, and Jesse Shaw for their 2 points. And Thomas Ferris was 1 for 2 from the free throw line in that first half, as he has just 1 point so far for the Chargers. 10 turnovers for the Sully Buttes Chargers in that first half, 6 for the Stanley County Buffaloes. And some of the Charger turnovers, I don't think any turnover makes the coach happy, but some of them are a little bit more frustrating for Coach Brian White in that first half than other turnovers might be. And for Coach Max Foth of the Stanley County Buffaloes, he's going to really like what he saw in that second quarter, but now he's going to go in and adjust to make sure that the third quarter isn't in reverse, and the Chargers come back and make a comeback on the Buffaloes here in the third quarter. But Coach White, he's on that spectrum here. He said, hey, we got to get back to what we did well in the first quarter and to get this lead back, because this is anybody's game right now. We've been around this mark. 6 points has been the largest lead for Stanley County. Been about 5 for the Sully Buttes Chargers. So we've stayed within 2 possessions, around 2 possessions this entire game. So this is one to be going down the stretch, and should be fun for the Chargers and Buffaloes here this evening, as it is a 33-27 lead for the Stanley County Buffaloes here at the break. And again, on Thursday, DT Meyer will have Hitchcock-Tulare, that doubleheader against Hitchcock-Tulare here in Oneida. And then Saturday, they'll be back up here in Oneida as the Chargers take on the Warner Monarchs in a doubleheader as well to close out the week for the Chargers. So you get DT back on the mic and on the call coming up later on this week and into this weekend, as I know that he is going to enjoy coming back. And we're going to enjoy having him back. I enjoy the fact that I get to do this, fill in, and invade your ear space for a little bit, but it will be nice to have the Hall of Famer, the voice of the Sully Buttes Chargers, back on the call coming up later here in a couple of days and into this weekend as the Chargers continue their season. It is 33-27 here, though, at halftime, as the Buffaloes have that 6-point lead over Sully Buttes. We'll be back in 3 minutes with the second half. You've been listening to the Blue Goose Halftime Report and Sully Buttes basketball on Country 95.3 and PureCountry.com. As we welcome you back here to Oneida as we start the second half as the Chargers trail 33-27. As it will be Caleb Sheequin with his 3 fouls back to start the second half. Rafe Winches is trying to get a baby hook up to the basket. Gets his own offensive board as it's tipped around, and then he is fouled. Going back with that second chance, and he will go to the free throw line as we'll see who the foul is going to be on. I believe it's going to be on Estrian Scott, which would be his third, and it will be his third. As Winches to the line for 2. First one from Winches, a line drive that is sucked down, and it's 33-28. As Scott quickly makes his way to the bench. Tain Bowman will check in, the 6'5 senior. Winches, second free throw attempt. That one's also good. And Winches goes 2 for 2 from the line, and it's now 33-29. As here's Lathan Prince for the Buffaloes. Leading by 4. 7:38 to play here in the third quarter. That pass tipped, but it's grabbed by Nathan Cook. On the right side, Prince back for Cook. Now here's Duffy. Duffy will look inside, throw right side for Prince. He'll step to his right, start to dribble to his left. Almost traveled as he tried to get a pass over for Duffy. He will. And now to the baseline. Bowman goes back out. Prince pulls up for 3. That one is finally in. And Prince gives a little bit of a nod as he has been shooting. It has not been able to hit until just now. He's got 7 points tonight, but he's put up a lot of threes that finally makes the mark. 36-29 as Sheequin in the corner. Back out, Sheequin again. He'll try to drive left side over for Kenny. Good pump fake. Kenny will drive. Baseline is left short, and it's grabbed by Cook. And a 7-point lead, largest lead of the game for the Stanley County Buffaloes as Lathan Prince here for Stanley County throws right side. Cook will drive all the way to the basket, floats it up, missed the shot. The rebound's trying to get tipped back in by Bowman, but it will be grabbed by Kenny. And the Chargers now, here's Caleb Sheequin on the left side for Winches. He'll drive all the way in. Baseline jumper coming up from Shaw. Jesse Shaw missed it. Rebound for Winches. Too strong, though, with the putback as it rolls off the rim. And it's grabbed by Cook. 36-29. Buffalo still lead by 7. 6:14 to go here in the third quarter. Titsy at the top of the key, left side for Prince. He's trying to drive on the baseline. Good dump off for Bowman, who's open underneath the basket. And Tate Bowman has got his first bucket. And the lead is grown to 9, 38-29. Lob pass for Winches. Now here's Peterson. He'll drive. Sheequin on the right side. He'll start to drive to the elbow. Back for Winches. Now here's Peterson again to the free throw line. A jumper is good from Peterson. And Coach Brian White will take a timeout as Garrett Peterson now with 7 points. But the Chargers trail by 7, 38-31, 5:41 to go here in the third quarter. Back in 30 seconds. You're listening to Sully Buttes Basketball on Country 95.3 and PureCountry.com. It is 38-31 as the Chargers trail by 7. Coach Brian White had taken his second timeout, but the Buffaloes will inbound out of the timeout. Chargers will come out with a press as Duffy will inbound for Prince and will come right back for Duffy. As the 6'1 junior gets across the press, he'll throw down for Cook. He'll turn to his left. He's too far underneath the basket. Kicks it back out for Prince, looking for a second straight 3, and he's got it. And bangs his chest, knowing that he might be catching fire here. 10-point lead for the Buffaloes. On the left side is Landon Hepker. Gives it back out for Kenny. Right side, Peterson. To the free throw line, back out for Kenny. Drives in, kicks it back out for Winches. Inside the paint, pump fakes. Hard off the glass, and it rolls off the rim. Second time now Winches in this quarter has been with a good look, but just a little bit too strong to the basket. As it rolls off, here's Cook. Right side, Duffy. He'll drive on the baseline. He'll hesitate, and he'll get fouled as he went underneath the basket inside the paint. and he will go to the free throw line. 4:50 to play here in the third quarter. And Cormac Duffy is at the free throw line looking to get double digits. He'd be the third Buffalo player to score in double figures. Foul was committed by Garrett Peterson, his first. And the free throw is good from Duffy. And the lead is now 11. That was the first Charger foul of the half. Nordstrom is back in for Titsy. Second one from Duffy. That one rolls off on the left side, and it's grabbed by Winches. On the right side, here is Peterson. He'll look underneath for Jesse Shaw. Back out, Peterson's open for three, pulls up with, and it rolls off. But a rebound for Jesse Shaw. Kicks it back out for Hebker. He'll hand off Kenny. Now Peterson again. Peterson all the way to the bucket. High off the glass, but just a little bit too short. And the rebound is going to be grabbed by Cormac Duffy. Throw right side for Nordstrom. Man-to-man defense here for the Chargers. Duffy on the baseline, starts to drive, gets cut off. Good help defense by the Chargers. Prince now has it at the top of the key. 4:07 to play here in the third quarter. Duffy will look right side. Prince will pull up for his third three of the quarter. That one's missed, but an offensive board, and the putback is good for Nathan Cook. And Cook has been there for plenty of offensive boards here. 14 points now for Nathan Cook, and the lead is 13 for the Buffaloes. Winches on the right side for Peterson. Peterson to the free throw line, kicks over, and he pulls up for three. That one's missed, and the rebound's grabbed by Cook again, and it's up for Nordstrom. Evan Nordstrom picks up his dribble on the left side. He'll hand back for Prince. 3:33 to play here in the third quarter. The lead is 13 for Stanley County. Nordstrom to the top of the key for Duffy. Duffy will drive on the right side. Throws it off the glass, but too strong with it, and the rebound's grabbed by Hebker. Floats up the floor for Peterson. Peterson, good pass for Shaw. Takes one dribble, and he is fouled as he went up for the shot, as Bowman will get called for it. And Jesse Shaw will step to the free throw line for two. Foul was committed by Bowman again. It's his first. As Shaw's first free throw is good. Marshall Whitler will check back in. As Kenny will take a seat. 12-point lead here for the Stanley County Buffaloes with 3:14 to play. The second one from Jesse Shaw is too strong. Rebound's tipped by Peterson, but it's grabbed by Duffy. Now here's Prince. Drives in. No-look pass again. Bowman was open on the right block. And St. Bowman has made it a 46-32 game. And Coach Brian White will take another timeout. 46-32. 3:04 to play here in the third quarter. Back in 30 seconds. You're listening to Sully Buttes Basketball on Country 95.3 and PureCountry.com. It is a 46-32 lead here for the Stanley County Buffaloes. Coach Brian White's got just 2 timeouts remaining. But he's taking those 3 timeouts at good times. He's trying to rally his troops here. Trailing by 14 with 3:04 to go in the third quarter. Ray Fuentes will inbound coming out of the timeout. Stanley County will press as Whitler will catch in the front court. In the back court as he'll work it into the front court. Throws over right side for Peterson. Back for Whitler in the right corner. Underneath, Jesse Shaw had his defender sealed off. Tough shot, though, as Duffy came to help out. It was missed. Rebound's tipped back out for Hebker to grab on the left wing. Cross-court pass for Whitler. Trying to go underneath for Shaw to a cutting Winches, but it goes through his hands and it goes out of play. It's just the first Sully Buttes turnover of the third quarter, but it's a costly one, too. As Winches was starting to drive, it was going to look pretty good as Shequins checked back in for Jesse Shaw. The lead is 14 here for Stanley County. Both teams have played pretty flawless in this third quarter in terms of turnovers. That was just the first turnover of the entire quarter. Nordstrom takes a high step, Kicks it over, top of the key for Bowman. Now in the corner for Prince. He's got his third three of the quarter. And Lathan Prince with 9 here in the third, a 13-point night, and it's a 17-point lead here for the Buffaloes. 2:13 to play here in the third. On the left side, Shequin, he'll drive in. Shequin with the left hand, just a little bit too strong with it. And a lot of contact and a lot of defenders underneath. But the Buffaloes will turn it back over as Lynches gets a steal for Duffy, trying to get through 3 different defenders. Here's now Shequin. Shequin with the left side with the left hand, off the glass and in. And Caleb Shequin will get now his second field goal and now 4 points. And Coach Brian White has taken his 4th of 5th timeout with 1:48 to play here in the third quarter. He was yelling before the Chargers brought the ball across midcourt. 49-34. Chargers down by 15 with 1:48 to play here in the third. Back in 30 seconds, you listen to Sully Buttes basketball on Country 95.3 and PureCountry.com. As we welcome you back here to Oneida, 49-34. The Chargers trail by 15. Coach Brian White has taken his 4th timeout. Coach Max Foth, he's got all 5 of his timeouts right now. A 15-point lead here for the Buffaloes. And Coach White looks over at the scores table, says, I got 1 timeout. And they say, yep. And not happy that he's only got 1 timeout, but he's had to take those 4. 15-point lead on the inbound pass. The Charger with the press. Nordstrom will catch. He'll get right across midcourt. The ball almost taken away from him, but a foul is called. And I believe that's going to be on Shequin again. That's going to be on Landon Hebker, which will be his first foul and the second Sully Buttes foul here in the half. 1:43 to play. Duffy will inbound for Prince to the top of the key, back on the left side. Duffy underneath for Cook, and an easy bucket again for Nathan Cook, who had his defender sealed off. And the lead is 17, once again, 51-34. Shequin, that pass there, the ball is deflected out of play as it went off of Nordstrom. And it'll stay here with the Sully Buttes Chargers. Hebker on the right baseline will inbound, 28 to go. On the shot clock. High lob pass for Caleb Shequin. Shequin, the top of the key, left side. Whitler will catch. He'll dump it down low for Winchester. Back out to the top for Peterson. Over for Hebker on the right side. He'll drive, floats up the basket, missed the shot. Rebound's going to be grabbed by Nordstrom. And now it'll be outletted for Titsy across midcourt. 1:05 left to go here in the third quarter. Prince to the top of the key. They'll throw right side, Titsy to the baseline. Back out Prince for Duffy. Right side for Titsy. As Coach Max Foth barks out instructions, a jump ball is going to be called, and it'll stay with the Buffaloes. Coach Foth tried to get a quick timeout called, then get it. 9 seconds to go on the shot clock. Wasn't going to get it because it was a tie-up. 47.6 left to go. Prince will inbound in the corner on the near side corner. Lob pass out for Duffy. He'll catch. He'll look to the left side. Prince will catch with 5 to go. He gets to the free throw line. Right side, Duffy with 1 second to go at the buzzer of the shot clock. It's missed, and it's grabbed by Winchester. Up ahead for Marshall Whitler. Whitler will drive past one defender. He'll lay it up off the glass and in. As Titsy tried to take a charge, he got contact, fell to the ground. No foul was called either way. Probably would have been a block and an and one if anything was called. 51-36. With the shot clock turned off, the Buffaloes can extend their 15-point lead here with one final shot. Duffy works it back out near the Buffalo bench with 10 to go. Prince now. Here is Lathan Prince. He'll hesitate. He'll drive in, and it'll go out of play with 1.8 to go. Shequin tried to set a charge. Prince fell over the top of him and went out of play off of Sully Buttes, so it'll stay with the Buffaloes with 1.8 to go, and Duffy will inbound. Duffy on the inbound pass. Lobs out. Prince will catch. Pulls up for a three. Looking for his fourth of the quarter, and it just rolls off the rim. But Stanley County has opened up a 15-point lead here after 3 quarters, as the Buffaloes will look to hold on to this one and pick up their 5th win of the season. But 8 minutes remain. Going into the 4th quarter, the Buffaloes have that 15-point advantage. Back with the 4th quarter, you're listening to Sully Buttes basketball on a Country 95.3 and PureCountry.com. Chargers get the first possession here to start the 4th quarter. They need a lot of buckets and a lot of stops here, down by 15. Not out of the realm of possibility, but the Chargers have got to be able to work quickly, get their shots to fall, and get some defensive stops, especially early on in this 4th quarter. Peterson on the right side, Sheikman on the right side. He'll get to the top of the key, inside the paint, off the glass, missed the shot though. Just a little bit too strong. I think he got caught up in either trying to bank it in and maybe just go for a swish and end up going off the back iron and back out. So now the Buffaloes with it. Nathan Cook on the right wing. Into the corner for Prince here on the near side. Prince will step back behind the arc. Look inside for Scott. They couldn't get the pass over to him. Now Cook will swing it left side for Duffy. Back for Prince. He'll drive in just outside the paint. Allows it back out for Cook with 5 to go on the shot clock. Cook, high shot, and it will float in for Nathan Cook. And the Buffaloes just seemingly can't miss right now. Up by 17, 53-36. Kenny, top of the key. Peterson, right side for Hebker. Hebker will work around the left elbow. Now in the corner on the left side for Peterson for 3. That's missed. And the rebound's grabbed by Cook. And he'll give off for Lathan Prince. 53-36. A 17-point lead for the Buffaloes. Titsia on the right side. Top of the key. Go left side for Prince. Now back for Cook. As Cook will work back to the point. Titsia will catch on the left side. 13 to go on the shot clock. Buffaloes have been in no hurry in the last 2 possessions. Cook now on the baseline. Lost the ball. He gets it before he gets out of bounds. And Coach Max Foth, with 5 to go on the shot clock, will take his first time out out of necessity to keep possession with 6:10 to go here in the 4th quarter. 53-36. Nathan Cook's got 16 here for the Stanley County Buffaloes. He's got the game high, as 3 guys are in double figures for the Buffaloes. 16 for Cook, 13 for Prince, and 10 for Cormac Duffy. 11 points for Marshall Whitler. He's got the team high, and the only guy in double figures so far here for Sully Buttes. But they've had plenty of guys fill out the score sheet, but not a whole lot of guys filling out the score sheet a lot. Marshall Whitler, the only guy with those double figures. 8 points for Ray Fuentes. He's just a bucket away, but everybody else outside Peterson a 3 to get into double figures. That's all that they have been able to muster so far, the Chargers. That's 36 points, and they trail by 17. 5 to go on the shot clock, and the inbound pass for Prince. He'll work it all the way left side. He'll step back, and he's got to try and get a shot away, and he's not going to. Prince ends up in the bleachers, and Coach Foth wanting a foul, not going to get it. And turnover, second of the half, called on the Buffaloes. On the right side, pull up 3, missed it short from Jordan Shaw. As now here's Lathan Prince. Prince again here for the Buffaloes, up by 17, 5:45 to go here in the 4th quarter. Right side for Duffy. Fakes the pass, now throws for Cook. Cook in underneath. He will draw a foul. The Chargers thought they had the steal, but instead the foul will be called on Ray Fuentes, his second, and just the third team foul here by the Chargers. Stay tuned for the post-game show. We'll have our awards to give out. The Chiropractic Connection Spine Tingler. As underneath, it will be Strand Scott to get another bucket to fall. He now has 5, and it's now a 19-point advantage for Stanley County. Kenny hands off. Winches. He'll pull up for 3. That one's too strong. And the rebound will be grabbed by Nathan Cook and hands off for Duffy. We got the Chiropractic Connection Spine Tingler, the Colson Farms Unsung Hero, and the Ackley Ranch Player of the Game to give out in the post-game show. Cook underneath the baskets, and again off the glass and in. Give them 20 now here on the Knights. And a 20-point lead. That shot blocked by Cormac Duffy. That was from Jordan Shaw. Now here's Duffy again on the left side. Those are right side Prince. He will catch. They'll try and drive around Shequin underneath the basket. A good pass. Basket's good for Strand Scott, and he is fouled. Strand Scott now with 7. And we'll go to the free throw line. That is the foul called on Dwight Kinney. Marshall Whitler is in. Garrett Peterson will check back in. And the Buffaloes, they trailed by 5 after the first quarter, but they led by 6 at halftime, led by 15 at the end of 3 as the free throws missed by Scott, and they now lead by 23 with 4:30 to play here in the fourth quarter. Left side for Marshall Whitler. Whitler will drive to the free throw line, kicks it right side, Shaw, and Jordan Shaw gives back for Peterson. To the right elbow, back for Whitler, pull up for his 4th 3. That one's just short from the sophomore. And the rebound is grabbed by Titsy. The Chargers will have to regroup here. They got to regroup quickly. One day of practice. The Hitchcock Tulares in town as that shot was missed. And it's grabbed by the Chargers. Whitler, high pass to the top of the key for Jesse Shaw. Left side for Jordan Shaw for 3. That is good. And Jordan Shaw's on the score sheet with a triple. And it's a 20-point lead now for the Buffaloes. Hitchcock Tulares in town on Thursday for a boys-girls doubleheader. And then Warner is in town on Saturday for another boys-girls doubleheader. Then the Chargers will finally go on the road to Jones County on February 2nd. Underneath the basket, Scotts. He is fouled and will go to the free throw line. Right now, the Buffaloes are 3 for 6 from the free throw line. See who that foul was on. That is going to be on Winches, his 3rd and the 5th team foul. Scott, who's 0 for 1 in this quarter, make it 0 for 2 as that rolls in and out. He's 1 for 3 so far in the ball game. Tate Bowman will check in for Scott if he can make the free throw. That was a high floating shot from Scott. And he puts it in, and we'll take a seat on the bench as Bowman checks in. 60-39, 3:27 to go. Now it's on the right side. It is Peterson. Drives to the free throw line. Shot is blocked, but a foul is called. Lathan Prince will get called for it. As Prince picks up his first foul and the 3rd team foul. And Garrett Peterson's at the free throw line for the first time tonight. Chargers went 1 for 2 in the first half. They went 3 for 4 in the third quarter as he's good on the first free throw is Peterson. So now 5 for 7 are the Chargers. Make it 6 for 8 as Peterson goes 2 for 2 from the free throw line. Pulls the Chargers within 19. 3:18 though to go here in the fourth quarter. Buffaloes look to go over 500 again. They go to 5-4. As Duffy will throw it in the corner for Cook. Long pass over for Prince. Prince right side now. Cook underneath the basket. Duffy will catch. Throws over for Titsy. One power dribble and the shot blocked by Winches. And here's Marshall Whitler the other way. Whitler on the right side. Kicks it for Peterson. Peterson now throws it in the corner. Jordan Shaw looking for another three. That one's missed. The rebound's grabbed by Bowman. And he will give for Duffy. 2:40 to play here in the fourth quarter. A 19-point lead for Stanley County. Titsy on the right side for Prince. Pass nearly stolen away by Whitler. Duffy has it. Left side now for Titsy. Pass stolen away by Marshall Whitler. Whitler all the way to the basket. Missed the layup. Rebound for Peterson. Looking for the contact. You missed the second chance shot. Saving it is Jordan Shaw. And they'll finally go to bounds. And it'll be off of Sully Buttes. And it'll go to Stanley County. Good hustle by Jordan Shaw. As he went, that was pretty dangerous of Shaw in his dive. As he tried to get over by the wall, where the padding looks like it disappears because it's over in the corner. But he's able to save it, but inevitably went out of bounds off of Sully Buttes. So it will be Stanley County basketball. Although I will say, if Jordan Shaw runs into that wall, I feel sorry for the wall because I think he might go through it. The build that Jordan Shaw has. Lathan Prince, right at the midcourt line. 18 to go on the shot clock. 1:50 to play here in the fourth quarter. Prince in the corner. Cook for three. That one's missed. Rebound's going to be for Jesse Shaw. Up ahead for Jordan. Jordan will go all the way. This shot, though, gets blocked. And then it goes off of Jordan Shaw. It will go off of Jordan Shaw. And it will head back for Stanley County. 1:38 to play here in the fourth quarter. 19-point lead here for the Buffaloes. Pass across for Nathan Cook, who's got 20 on the evening here to lead the Buffaloes and to lead all scorers. 1:20 to play. Titsy, touch pass for Bowman in the corner. Prince for three. They kind of seal it for Stanley County. His fourth three of the half. That was a big difference in this game, as a three is up and missed from Jesse Shaw. As it'll be a rebound for the Buffaloes. Under a minute to play. Prince had just 4 in the first half. Couldn't find the target at all in that first half from beyond the arc. But he's hit 4 threes in this fourth quarter. Pass off for Cook. His shot gets blocked, and it goes out of play, and it'll stay with the Stanley County Buffaloes with 45.3 to play here in the fourth quarter. Tyler Marshall, the 6-foot sophomore, will check in. Ray Fuentes take a seat on the bench. Chargers are going to fall to 5-7. Buffaloes to 5-3. Or excuse me, to 5-4. Lob pass for Cook. 14 on the shot clock. Missed that first chance. And the tip rebound is in for Tane Bowman. 65-41. 4 seconds between shot clock and game clock. Whitler, a pass over for Thomas Ferris. On the right side, Jordan Shaw, high arcing three is missed. The rebound for Lathan Prince, and they will let the clock run out. And Stanley County has come to Oneida, and Coach Max Foth, Sully Buttes alum, will get a win against his alma mater. 65-41, Stanley County Buffaloes. They beat the Sully Buttes Chargers, as they're now 5-4 on the season. Back in 3 minutes with the post-game show. You're listening to Sully Buttes basketball on Country 95.3 and PureCountry.com. As we welcome you back here to Oneida and into the post-game show, we have awards to give out before we sign off the air tonight, but we will start with our scoring totals as we'll start with the Stanley County Buffaloes who won this game over Sully Buttes 65-41. It was 20 points for Nathan Cook. He led all scorers and one of three guys to score double figures for the Buffaloes. 16 for Lathan Prince and 10 for Cormac Duffy. Those three guys all had double figures. And Strand Scott ended up with 8 points on the evening, 6 for Tane Bowman, and 5 for Dason Titsey, as all 6 of those guys scored for the Stanley County Buffaloes, who went 4 for 9 from the free throw line and committed 9 turnovers on the evening. For the Sully Buttes Chargers, as Marshall Whitler was the lone player to score in double figures with 11 points, 8 points for Rafe Winches, 4 for Caleb Sheequin, 3 points for Jordan Shaw, as well for Jesse Shaw, 9 for Garrett Peterson, as he had the second most points on the team. But then 4 points for, as I say, Caleb Sheequin, and then 2 points for Dwight Kenny, and a point for Thomas Ferris as he went 1 for 2 from the free throw line. The Chargers were at 6 for 8 from the line tonight. 11 turnovers for the Chargers, who had 10 in the first half. Only had I guess they did have 2 in that second half, so they end up with 12 turnovers overall. Chargers led by 5 after the first quarter, 15-10, but then it was a 6-point lead for Stanley County, 33-27 at halftime. It would end up being a 15-point lead at the end of the third, 51-36, and then 65-41 is where we finished the evening, as the Chargers fall by 24 here to the Stanley County Buffaloes, who improved to 5-4 on the season, and the Chargers fall to 5-7. Our awards to give out here for the evening in the post-game show was we'll start with our chiropractic connections at Spine Tingler, as we'll give that to Rafe Winches. Defensively, Rafe played a solid game, had a couple of big blocks in there. So our Country 95.3 and chiropractic connections at Spine Tingler of the game will be to Rafe Winches. Our Colson Farms unsung hero, Country 95.3 and Colson Farms unsung hero, we'll give that to Jordan Shaw, who ended up with 3 points, but the hustle that he had kind of tried to spark the Sully Buttes Chargers here tonight. And you can never, those stats don't show up they're not stats. They don't show up in the stat column. The hustle plays that Jordan Shaw had tonight, and so we'll give him the Colson Farms and the Country 95.3 unsung hero. And then our Yackley Ranch player of the game also receive a pizza from the corner. We'll give that to Marshall Whitler, who had 11 points, who was part of that big first quarter that the Chargers led 15-10, and 9 of his 11 in the first half. And we'll give our player of the game, our Yackley Ranch player of the game, to Marshall Whitler, who had 11 points for the Sully Buttes Chargers. The Chargers will be still at home here on a Thursday and also on Saturday, as they will welcome in Hitchcock-Tulare for a girls and boys doubleheader, along with Warner coming in on Saturday. The Monarchs will be in town for another girls and boys doubleheader. So Thursday and Saturday, DT Meyer will have the call for both of those doubleheaders on Country 95.3 and PureCountry.com, as the Chargers, both teams are getting closer to the end. We're basically a month away, actually, from today. The boys play North Central to close out the regular season on February 26th. So we are exactly a month away from the end of the regular season here for the Sully Buttes Chargers. You're listening to KLXS Pure, a Riverfront broadcasting station, as John Winkler here on this Tuesday evening. The Chargers fall 65-41 to the Stanley County Buffaloes, as the Buffs are now 5-4, and the Chargers fall to 5-7. Again, DT Meyer will be back with you on Thursday, as Hitchcock-Tulare will be in town. Warner will be in town on Saturday as well, as we'll have both those boys and girls doubleheaders on Country 95.3 and PureCountry.com, as the Chargers, they fall here tonight 65-41. As thanks to Ray Lewis back at the station, as I'll wrap things up for us here this evening. Again, the players of the game, the chiropractic connection, Spine Tingler is Rafe Winches, the Colson Farms unsung heroes, Jordan Shaw, and our Yackley Ranch player of the game, who will receive a pizza from the corner, is to Marshall Whitler. As the Chargers, though, they are now at 5-7 after the loss here tonight. Final score, once again, Stanley County, they beat Sully Buttes as they win 65-41, as we say so long from Oneida.